All right, coming up next, a welterweight tilt between Nate Diaz and Robbie Lawler. Well, he is legendary, he is ruthless, he is the former UFC welterweight champion Robbie Lawler, and after taking most of 2018 off due to injury, he still believes that he can make a run at this welterweight title. Tonight figures to be an opportunity for him to try to prove as much.
Every time Robbie Lawler steps in the octagon, he's got one thing in his mind. It's making his way back to a UFC welterweight championship. Right. He has a ton of ability, great knockout power, crisp, sharp boxing, but don't forget about the kicks of Robbie Lawler. As we saw against Bobby Volker way back when he got back into the UFC, he has an ability to put guys out in a number of ways. He's finished fights by knockouts, he's won decisions, he's done everything. Robbie Lawler is a true legend.
And if you're one of those fans who was watching in May of 2002 when he made his UFC debut against Aaron Riley at UFC 37, you know just how beloved by the MMA masses ruthless Robbie Lawler is. All right, get out your 209 tattoos, folks. Here he is, the one, the only Nate Diaz, making the walk yet again. It's been a long time, but Nate Diaz is back tonight. He has put in all the right work. You know, few guys in this division work harder than Nate Diaz. It's good to see him back in the UFC.
And you notice it, John, right? The cardio. The cardio is one thing that stands out about Nate Diaz. He looks like he's just touching guys with all of his strikes, but the build-up from all the activity that he puts out usually will make his opponents wilt. And once he gets him to the ground, he's a jiu-jitsu black belt that can finish the fight with a number of submissions.
Yeah, he'll hit you with the open hand, too. He'll invoke that Stockton slap. You think we see that tonight?
Stockton slap, but it's just so disrespectful. But I love watching it. It's so Nate Diaz.
Got to get you a Lafayette slap or something. Good to see Nate Diaz back here tonight, one of the biggest fan bases in the world, and they are all watching the pride of Stockton, California here tonight. Our tale of the tape for this, our main event of the evening. Diaz is 35. Lawler is 38. Diaz is 1 inch taller. He will have a 2-inch reach advantage. Here is Bruce.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. And when the action begins, our referee in charge of the octagon, Dan Mergliata. And now, this is the moment UFC fans around the world have been waiting for. Live from the T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas, it's time! 5 rounds in the UFC welterweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. This man is a kickboxer, holding a professional record of 29 wins, 16 losses, and 1 no contest. He stands 5 feet 11 inches tall, weighing in at 170 pounds. Fighting out of Coconut Creek, Florida, ruthless Robbie Lawler. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner. This man is a jiu-jitsu fighter, holding a professional record of 22 wins, 13 losses. He stands 6 feet tall, weighing in at 170 pounds. Fighting out of Stockton, California, USA, presenting an Ultimate Fighter season winner, Nate Diaz!
All right, get the rules in the locker room. I want you to obey my commands at all times, protect yourself at all times. I want a nice, clean, safe fight. Touch gloves, back your corners, come out fighting.
Ready?
Fight now the southpaw stance. Oh. Wow, huge head kick. Nice connection there by Nate Diaz. Not a guy you want to let get going here on the feet, DC.
No, because it's all downhill with Nate, right? It's the activity that will overwhelm his opponents, and this looks like the start of that.
Oh, nice punch there by Lawler. Just missed with that right hand. Oh, that straight punch knocked his head in the wrong direction.
Really putting his opponent on notice.
Rock'em sock him out of the chute here. Just misses with the left hook. So 1 minute into this fight, and as many people expected, the action absolutely crazy, back and forth. This is a full-on brawl.
It's hard to watch a fight like this and call a fight like this because you never know when somebody's going to take that one shot that finishes the fight.
All right, good job by him there to raise the guard and protect his head.
He's doing a good job of keeping the guard high, blocking his head, making sure he's not taking those damaging strikes up top.
Oh, big right hand, yes.
Beautiful kick.
Connects with a right. Whoa!
He needs to start looking to finish now because he's got his opponent hurt very bad. He's in trouble. He's getting lit up.
So just over 20 total strikes have landed for Nate Diaz. Muay Thai plum. Nice slip to avoid the left.
Oh, big head kick. That one snuck in. Nice strike.
Lawler's hook shot blocked. That one was telegraphed. Good job by the defense. Big right hand there. Diaz gets absolutely punished by that head kick. Out of range with that one. Counters once again, this time with the overhand right.
Look at the angle of that nice body kick.
All right, so a good job defensively by him here as he raises the guard and prevents any damage.
Shades of James Toney. Always seeing things coming at him. He's such a great defensive fighter.
And they separate. Unable to land with that punch. Strong straight left there. Man, how good is that jab from Nate Diaz? Almost as if he's been doing it for 20 years, right?
I mean, he has been doing it. You know, he's got a great boxing coach in Richard Perez, a guy that he believes in, a guy that has allowed him to gain the confidence to stand with the best strikers in the world.
Oh, and he connects with a punch there, DC. You gotta like what you're seeing thus far.
I mean, the speed at which he throws is crazy. Over and over, he's landing these big body kicks.
Just out of range with that right hook. All right, he closes the distance, gets the single collar tie. Oh, nice hook by Diaz. "45 seconds remain in the round." And there comes the separation now.
Nice punch there.
All right, so a nice job there defensively to raise the guard and prevent any damage.
Those hands never leave where they're supposed to be, and if you do that, most times you will block the shot that's incoming. He's very tricky when he throws that body kick.
20 seconds to go. Misses with that punch. Lawler's lower jaw now starting to show signs of swelling. How good is that right hand?
What a tricky head kick.
And he landed the right hand there. Round two next. All All right, now we check out some of the action from that previous round, DC. How about the display of striking?
Just high level. I mean, you would think that we're watching a K1 level kickboxing match opposed to being in the UFC. Both displayed great technical skills, unbelievable striking.
And just like that, here we go with round two. Nate Diaz versus Robbie Lawler.
Big kick land.
Oh, left hook to the head, it's blocked. Well, now if you're the opponent, you really got to be careful as Diaz is able to find a home for that right hand yet again.
When Diaz starts landing the right hand, you have got to stay firm. You have got to dig your heels in the ground and say, no way you're going to just run me over. Easier said than done when you're facing Nathan Diaz.
You wonder if the offensive fighter is going to start to get frustrated here. Most, if not all, of these shots are getting blocked.
They're getting blocked because he's fighting one of the best defensive fighters in the UFC. Big punch lands over the top. How's he going to follow this one up?
Right hand upstairs.
Oh, he lands another shot to the head.
Diaz's strike attempt there is blocked. All right, so he lands another jab now, just snapping that thing off.
I believe that the jab was lost in mixed martial arts initially, but now it has been found, and it's been found by this young man in this octagon tonight. Big, powerful punch lands. Now he gets back to range.
Oh, beautiful straight left hand. Got the single collar tie. Swing and a miss with that straight left hand. Oh, nice jab by him there. And I guess on the other side, hard to get your offense going when your head keeps getting snapped back like a Pez dispenser.
Every time he tries to go forward and use his own offense, the jab is stopping him in his tracks. He's doing a great job of fighting behind it. That jab is fast. Look at that jab.
Look at the torso on the right side. Major bruising, and it's only getting worse. Well, he's really picked up the pace here in round two. Much more aggressive now here and starting to find himself in the pocket. So unofficially, 69 total strikes have already landed for Nate Diaz. The accuracy rate just 26% tonight against ruthless Robbie Lawler. Nicely done there to keep his hands up and block that strike. He's got to protect that cut if he wants to keep the doctor out.
He's got to protect the cut, John, but he's also got to be very aware because if he's got a smart opponent's going to start finding the body now because he knows the hands are really high to try to protect that cut. Oh, big punch lands.
Diaz gets caught by that straight punch. His defense has abandoned him tonight. Well, he's doing a nice job here blocking these shots. The chin is tucked, the hands are high. Pretty good job defensively thus far.
Great job defensively. He's seeing everything coming.
And they separate. Oh, such a natural jab, and there it is again as he gets the hand right to the target.
I mean, right to the target, John. It's like the dude sitting there with a red target on his nose, just getting beat up, hitting bullseye after bullseye after bullseye. I love his ability to feint once and then throw that jab right behind it. It's nasty.
Slips the left hand. Oh, that right hand is on point. He blocks the punch. Oh, that's a good right hand. Oh, punches in bunches as usual from the Stockton, California native Nate Diaz. Looks pretty sharp here, DC. Well, he has landed some good shots, DC, but really unable to string anything together in terms of solid combinations.
It's because he's not committing to it fully. He throws his jab. He may float a right hand out there, but he's not really sitting down on the right hand. He really doesn't seem to have the intent on landing it. He's got to be confident that it's going to land, and he's got to really throw his whole entire body into those strikes.
All right, 45 seconds now to go in the round. Diaz's strike attempt there is blocked. Looping left hand misses the target. 30 seconds to go. trying to find a home for that right hand. 20 seconds now remain in the round. Oh, nice straight there. I guess that's the quickest way to the target, right? Just knee to the body.
He got it. Come on.
Get back and regroup. Take a deep breath. Recover. The wrestling wasn't sharp last round.
You ready? You ready?
Third round underway. Blocks that kick to the body. Well, just as he did in the previous round, he continues to connect on a high volume of strikes. And a good sign, too, doesn't seem to be slowing down whatsoever.
What a punch. Oh!
Oh! Combinations here. Oh, massive knee up top. Throwing hard in the pocket. Now connects with a right. Oh! 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 He's got him hurt here.
We got it.
Just missed with the straight left hand. Oh! Starting to do some really significant damage to the body here. Another strike lands there. Oh, lands another punch there. Not a mean guy. He's just doing the smart thing.
Oh, he has to be attacking that cut, John. I mean, if he's not, then he's doing his opponent a favor. Attack that cut. Make him pay for it.
Well, a lot of volume and a lot of lands thus far. 120 total strikes have landed for Nate Diaz. And connecting with 29% accuracy if you're scoring at home against Robbie Lawler. Well, DC, headgear's not allowed, but he has raised the hands and he's doing a nice job protecting the dome.
He's doing a great job of blocking his head. A lot of times, those shots to the head will knock you out. Not this time. This guy's making sure nothing lands.
Well, not sure if he's lighter on his feet or what it is, but these last couple of rounds, he's been far more aggressive, a lot more pressure. Oh, he's really starting to light him up now.
Look at him whip his hip into that kick. Oh, nice uppercut there.
Oh, Superman punch. Not always easy to execute. He did so there.
Good stick.
And both guys really throwing with authority. Lawler's lower jaw looking extremely swollen now. Right hook to the body. Well, you can feel that breeze octagon side after the swing and a miss by Diaz. Lands with a right hand. Man, is he timing his shots well here tonight, DC. It's hard to recall him being this accurate in the past.
I mean, he is so sharp. And not only is he accurate, he's also keeping very busy.
Effective strike there by Diaz. Stuffs the takedown there. How good is his takedown defense? Oh, right-left combo by Diaz. Oh, and there he goes again, working off that beautiful jab. He continues to keep his opponent at distance.
I mean, keeps him at bay with that beautiful, precise jab. It is like a piston. It goes in and out, and before his opponent can even realize what hit him, he's already hitting him with another one.
Right.
I love watching this man fight because of that beautiful, educated jab. Look at him drive his chin into his opponent's body with that body kick.
Oh, here comes the kick. That one blocked by Diaz. And he connects there, DC.
Great job landing that punch.
Under a minute to go. the guard, lands the right hand. And they separate. Oh, big knee there.
Sit right here.
Man, these guys are throwing back and forth. Almost in range with the straight left, but that's a miss. Head off the center line, slips the punch. Well, defense doesn't necessarily win championships in MMA, but he's doing a nice job blocking these shots.
He's not allowing his opponent to get any damage off on him by blocking all these attacks.
Final seconds of round 3.
Punch over the top.
Misses again with a right punch. That's 3 rounds in the can. We're headed to the championship rounds. All right, let us look back at some of the action from that previous round. DC, punches in bunches.
I mean, over and over, he landed that big punch. And every time he landed it, he got the reaction that he was looking for. His opponent really did start to take notice every time he was loading that strike up.
All right, so next round underway here, and you got to admire the stamina that both of these guys still exuded towards the end of that round. Both men put a particular focus on their cardiovascular commitment in this training camp, and it's clearly paid dividends here tonight. We have 2 legitimately fresh fighters here as we hit this next round.
Good punch lands.
Knee to the body, got it up, but didn't get it to the target. Blocked there by Robbie Lawler. Would you look at the size of that bruise on his body? His opponent will likely continue to attack. Slips to avoid the right.
Look at him working at trying to shut the liver down.
Punches in bunches, and he hasn't really shown any signs of slowing down here tonight. I'm not sure how much more his opponent can take.
Beautiful body kick. Beautiful punch.
Well, he continues to do a nice job here defensively.
Oh! Dude's hurt. Serve him up. Go get him. He's done. He's done. Left hook right hand.
Throws a big right hand, but doesn't find its home. Oh, he lands the Superman punch. How about it? Timely defense there. Huge block for him. Nice punch there by Lawler. Slips. Oh, and he caught the kick. Well, we wondered earlier why there weren't as many body strikes. He's making up for lost time here. Shot to the body connects, and that bears watching. That's going to hurt this opponent. Oh!
He's in trouble. He's hurt bad.
Oh, nice slip to avoid that right hand.
Nice kick.
Diaz gets caught by that flush straight punch. Nice job by the offense there. Well, he continues to do a nice job here defensively, protecting the head and sort of maybe letting his opponent gas out a little bit with all the volume.
His opponent sees the target, but he can't get to the target, so he'll continue to throw.
Oh!
What a fantastic strike to throw at
Oh, the ground and pound strikes continue to rain down. The opponent better move out of harm's way or the referee's going to stop this.
He better start to move, and when his opponent starts to posture, he needs to put his feet on the hip, push him away to try to escape this very, very dangerous position. Oh, he's hurt bad. He's hurt bad, John. He's got to press him. He's got to go chase that finish down now.
Oh, straight right.
What a fight!
Oh, straight right. Both fighters exchange in the pocket here. Just misses there with the left. Diaz's strike attempt there is blocked. Slips the shot. Oh!
He needs to start looking to finish now because he's got his opponent hurt very bad.
Oh, lands a stiff punch there. Nice connection.
Oh, nice land.
Slips the punch. Oh!
He's hurt. Serve him up. Go get him. He's hurt bad. Liver kick.
Looked like he might have landed there. Instead, a swing and a miss by Diaz. Well, eventually you know he's going to turn this defense into offense, but he's certainly doing a nice job on the defensive end thus far.
They talk about the feeling out process. He's getting his opponent's timing. Now he's blocking everything. Expect counters as we go forward. Great punch.
10 seconds to go in round 4. Oh!
He's in trouble.
What a
He's hurt bad.
All right, that's the end of the round. He's got a cut on his cheek from that round. There are certainly worse locations for a cut on the cheek. It's not going to trickle down into the eye. Nonetheless, pretty significant gash. We'll see if the cut man can close it up. All right, so there's the horn signifying the end of the round. We had a knockdown there, but not a knockout.
No, it wasn't a knockout, but you can't take those shots. That big punch landed, and it sat him down. If he gets hit with another one of those, it might be good night, Irene.
Final round, you ready? You ready? Let's go.
5th and final round.
Nice straight punch.
Right hand upstairs. Slips to avoid that left. Lawler's knee strike here is blocked.
I mean, right that left hand. What a fantastic strike to throw at the exact right moment. He deserves this moment. Go finish his fight.
Oh, big left. Pocket presence and punches and pressure and pace. It's a lot of P's, but when you're fighting Nate Diaz, you better be prepared because he is coming and he is not stopping until the final. Whoa!
Oh, he's hurt bad. He's hurt bad, John. He's got to press him. He's got to go chase that finish down now. He's hurt.
Blocks the shot. Whoa!
He needs to start looking to finish now because he's got his opponent hurt very bad.
Oh, big left hook there. Throwing that jab now again. The fighter evades.
Nice.
Wow!
He's hurt. Serve him up. Go get him.
Diaz gets back up, back into his comfort zone. Oh! And just like that, the fight is over.
He got him. What a performance.
Yeah, there's another one for the highlight reel, and that's probably as good a knockout as he's had in the UFC. Just a perfect shot to end the fight. Crowd absolutely loving it. Flush land to close out his opponent. I'm not even sure the other fighter saw it coming. So a big knockout for him here tonight on the biggest of stages. All right, let's get you some replays now. Certainly a lot for our replay guys to work with in the truck. This was a clinic tonight in terms of mixed martial arts acumen in every realm of the game.
A full-on display of all of his skills. He did everything in this championship-winning performance. He used his wrestling. He used his elbows. He used his pace and pressure to really wear down his opponent so that he can get his hand raised.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Dan Mergliata has called a stop to this contest at 1 minute, 59 seconds of round number 5. Declaring the winner by knockout, Diaz.
Well, we congratulate him on a huge knockout here tonight. He'll probably keep that smile while he's sleeping tonight after what he was able to produce here.
He's going to be smiling for a really long time. When you get a knockout like that, not only do you get the win, you also, most times, walk away with a $50,000 bonus check.